What no talk about we want, we'll take this with, no. We want every belt you got. I don't care what kind of belt it is. It could be the Joe Patty seafood belt. I want that. I don't care what it was. If you had a belt in my weight class.
It happens when two of boxing's flashiest legends with egos the size of their undefeated legacies finally meet face to face for the first time. It's not just about respect anymore. This is a generational clash decades in the making. One's the defensive genius who beat everyone with pure precision and speed. The other is a walking highlight reel with knockout power and flair that made fans scream. But now, years after their prime, these two titans are stepping into the same ring. Not as analysts or retired icons, but as fighters. And when Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. locked eyes for the first time at the DAZN press conference, the tension wasn't just thick, it was...
In the Bahamas, in Dubai, I'm traveling the world on my jet. Making millions. Every month, not worried about nothing. And then when I see it's a chance for me to do a heist, a quick heist, I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say.
Backtrack for a second. This whole thing really started when Floyd's camp teased one more mega exhibition fight. Fans thought it would be another random influencer or maybe another trip to Japan for an easy payday. But then came the twist. Roy Jones Jr. Everyone was caught off guard. Roy had been calling out multiple fighters, hinting at grudge matches of his own. But when he locked onto Floyd, it felt personal. Deep down, boxing fans had always fantasized about a Floyd versus Roy showdown. It never happened because of the weight gap, the timing, and...
Around the world, I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions, and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go.
Now there's no belt on the line, no undefeated record to protect. Just two legends with something to prove. From the jump, this wasn't a calm sit-down. Roy walked into the press room with his classic swagger. Chin up, eyes locked in, no hesitation. Floyd came in smooth as ever, designer shades on, giving zero energy to the cameras until he saw who was sitting across from him.
Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, you know damn well they can get in a fight. Has there ever been a fight? That's one thing that's different from Roy, that's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked who he fought. Roy fought whoever the fuck came, he was elected. So, don't get me fucked. You all made me cut.
They must have really forgot. Don't be sorry, Jim. Don't be sorry.
But nah, anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready for. I don't know what it is.
Did you feel disrespect? Like, I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
I mean, like I said, when this man was supposing him up over there in Dubai, I was one of the people that was trying to lobby to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So, no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champion. Now, you're not my top 5, but...
Feel it. These weren't two retired guys reminiscing about the good old days. This was a collision of two empires, two completely different legacies built in gold and now on a crash course. No punches were thrown, but the energy was hostile.
That's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know?
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense of being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We can make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. You got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. We'll do whatever, wherever you want to do it. That's what I'm built for this.
It was posted everywhere, clearly on high alert after the airport incident. There wasn't going to be a repeat of that mess. Even without contact, the heat between these two made the entire venue tense. Once the first face-off between Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather went viral, boxing legends everywhere started chiming in, and the takes are spicy.
If I can turn your attention to a little bit of online beef, we saw Roy Jones here, you know, him and Floyd Mayweather getting after it. Just what are your thoughts? I know you watch it because I could see the smile on your face.
It's two uncles, man, going at it, man. I don't know what to say. I'm, you know, I don't even know how to feel about it. I mean, I do know this. They're fighters, and you know, entertainers and fighters, they're sensitive about their work. And as tough as fighters are, they are sensitive. Nobody wants you messing with their legacy or even hinting at messing with their legacy and saying anything against their legacy. So I guess Roy said something that Floyd didn't, you know, respect, and Floyd responded in Floyd Mayweather fashion.
Is anybody wrong?
And Roy responded in RJ fashion. You know, straight to the camera, no edited footage. I'm to your face, what's up? So who's wrong? I'm not gonna get in that. I just, you know, it's tough, man. They're fighters, bro. I don't care if they're 70, they're gonna be talking like this.
Yao didn't sugarcoat it. He flat out said Roy Jones Jr. would win, and not just win, but knock Floyd out. Manny believes Roy has the power, timing, and angles to shut Floyd's lights out. Oscar de la Hoya focused more on the mental side, warning that if you attack Floyd, you better be ready, because he'll clap.
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
Yes.
No comment.
Rolly Romero.
I actually like him. I actually like Rolly because I spend a little time with him. He doesn't talk smack. He's like quiet and he does his thing. You know, he had a good fight against Ryan. Yeah, I think he's a nice guy.
Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're going to attack Floyd's character, he's going to attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're going to try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun because I can.
What is the beef with you guys? It's Edgar, it's Rolly. They all seem to come at you so personally. Even Shakur, that's the next one. Give me one to Shakur. Like, what is the issue?
Well, because I have all the guys that are winners. That's it. You know, we promote, we do what we do best at Golden Boy Promotions, and they're trying to take us down. It's okay. Hey, you don't have to take me down. I'm just a promoter. Go fight your fight and win.
Bernard Hopkins added a surgical breakdown, saying Floyd is doing something dangerous by exposing Roy's vulnerabilities from past wars and doing it with precision.
A show of a man vulnerability at that moment when Roy was fighting Tarver, I believe, or Glenn Johnson. One thing that I've learned over the years, and I was a villain of it, to put a man down when he's down at his side or when he's down by a punch. I'll say that if you look at Roy Jones' defeats and you look at his longevity of victory and very unorthodox, unusual, probably never be again style that he had, I think that good of him in his era will always, it stands now, overshadows anything that went the opposite, means defeat. Roy Jones' rewards and his victories supersede 10 times than his defeats. That's the way I'll answer.
Personal when Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, broke his silence. He knows Floyd's game better than anyone, and if he's backing this move, Floyd is locked in. James Toney had a different vibe, saying Floyd would have to go straight up. Antonio Tarver offered balance, praising Floyd's intelligence but reminding everyone that Roy Jones Jr. is an all-time great with freakish talent. When you break it down, this is a generational war. Floyd's technical genius versus Roy's explosive legacy. The boxing world is split. This isn't about belts or rankings, it's about legacy. For Floyd, this is risky. He's made exhibitions look easy, but Roy Jones Jr., even now, is a different beast.
You want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. The 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. If you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron or Mike, I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could be that, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
Entire identity is built on control and staying untouched. If Roy lands one clean shot and makes Floyd stumble, that moment lives forever. That's a dent in the untouchable aura.
I had to have 70 fights, 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Mayweather famously ended his career with a perfect 50-0 record, winning titles in 5 weight divisions and impressing fans with a defense many consider the best in boxing history. He was also one of the sport's biggest stars, earning 4 of the 5 highest-grossing pay-per-view events. Speaking to real-life productions, Roy Jones Jr. was asked if Money Mayweather's record made him the greatest of all time. He said no, explaining that other careers were even more remarkable. He added that anyone who stays undefeated that long deserves respect, and he respects Mayweather to some extent. But does a 50-0 record make him the greatest ever? Not for him. He pointed out that Julio Cesar Chavez reached 80 wins, a number that is hard to beat. He also mentioned that Mayweather stopped at 50 partly because of Rocky Marciano's record, and if Marciano hadn't passed away, he might have continued even further.
Take the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire to 80-0. You go ever top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got the 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect that? Yeah. You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do.
Issue in particular with Mayweather's farewell bout, a 10th round stoppage of UFC superstar Conor McGregor in his boxing debut. In the end, the debate over who is the GOAT will likely continue, fueled by the unique accomplishments and philosophies of these two icons of the sport. On the show, Floyd Mayweather was asked about his thoughts after Roy Jones Jr. claimed he deserved to be called the best ever TBE more than anyone else. Responding, he said, "Well, everybody, for starters, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And I'm glad Roy Jones feels that way about himself. Every fighter that gave the sport of boxing their whole life and sacrificed a lot inside that squared circle should feel that way. So if he feels that way, more power to him."
What do you mean? All right, so Roy Jones had said something about him, and he ended up making a post. Floyd Mayweather ended up making a post about Roy Jones getting knocked out. Y'all ain't seen that shit? I'm gonna put it in the chat.
It's silly because, a lot of people don't have, a lot of boxers do not like Floyd. Like, a lot of people don't have a lot of good things to say about Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But again, Floyd ain't got like...
Yeah. He don't care. He just said,
I think a lot of the boxers, and I ain't saying Floyd is bad, and I think a lot of boxers mad they had nothing to do with Floyd either.
Right, which is do his own thing.
Do his own thing. They wanted to, but they didn't have like
And what you just brought up, and
Strategically, Roy's biggest advantage is size and raw power. He's naturally bigger than Floyd and has a knockout history that demands respect. Even now, he's shown flashes of that power in training. His unpredictable style, leaping hooks, strange angles, off-rhythm jabs, could frustrate Floyd. Floyd's only path is to stay elusive, frustrate Roy, drag him into deep waters, and counter cleanly. But that assumes Roy doesn't land one clean shot, and with Floyd's age, that chin may not be what it once was.
I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't listen. Regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love. His son, his family. Look, Tim T has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times, but I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
Let's be real. Floyd's exhibitions against YouTubers and MMA fighters became a joke to some fans. This is different. Roy Jones Jr. is a real boxer, a real Hall of Famer, and a real threat. Floyd can't cruise through this. Even if there's no winner announced, the eye test will decide everything: who landed more, who looked sharper, who backed who up. This is a pride match, and pride doesn't follow exhibition rules.
Because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was gonna say he mean too.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think you would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him?
Right.
Sugar is a dog. Yeah. Just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around, between around 13 and 14, I think, Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard guy went out there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your Tommy hits you just like G-Man. You've been hit. Yeah. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He get you hurt,
they don't
it's
give,
over with.
They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. What I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there.
He said third element.
He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We never seen a challenge. Mm-hmm. We know Sugar got one.
Mm-hmm.
This face-off wasn't just two old legends yelling into microphones. It was a reminder that history never really retires. These fighters shaped eras, and even with nothing left to prove, they're still trying to prove something. Floyd wants to remind the world he's the smartest fighter to ever lace them up and still untouchable.
Because he did a great job, but he did it for himself, and it worked for him. But everybody now wants the Mayweather concept. Because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, fighting the right people to fight at the right time, he monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because now everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. Yeah. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, the problem what people don't understand is, tomorrow's not...
Wants to show that losses don't erase greatness, that he still has that fire. This fight isn't for titles or money. It's for the culture.
Touchable.
Yeah, we back like we ain't never left. Vegas Auto Gallery, my man Nick right here. Went shopping today.
All right, everyone. Stay updated with the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Until next time, take care and peace.